Moms, you can build a business while your kids are at home. Today, I want to share with you my favorite live streaming tips for busy mompreneurs. Want to wave? You're watching Visibility is Power TV. Thank you for watching Visibility is Power TV. I'm Rashonda Pratt, known in the digital streets as the Rosho Live, and that was Baby Show, who joined me in their introduction. Listen, make sure to check out all the additional resources that are linked below this video. So, today we're talking about how you, as a busy mompreneur, can live stream from home even while your family is there. Listen, I feel you. I know your pain. You want to show up, but sometimes these kids just won't allow you to do it. So I feel you, and this video is for you. So do me a favor, go ahead and tag another mompreneur. Go ahead and share this video out to your community of other moms for support because we certainly need it. Okay. So let's get into it. So here's my background story. This is my family. I'm a wife to my husband, who's a pastor, mom to three, including a toddler who you saw there in the intro, who has her own following and who's known online as Baby Show. We are busy around these parts, as you can imagine. With a toddler who loves the camera, do any of you have a child who's like this? Or maybe a child who loves to come on camera, especially when you are live, wherever you fall in that. Okay. So I remember when I first started doing video in my early years of doing live video, my younger child, my son, used to always want to kind of come into the video or interrupt my video or wanted to be on camera. And it can feel like a juggling act. You know that your visibility is power, and you know that live streaming is a great way for you to build your following, to build all the things, know, like, and trust. But if you want a good presentation with kids, sometimes the kids just don't understand. So today I want to share with you some things that I've created and implemented here in my home for more than 6, 7 years of being in the online space and doing live video that I believe that will support you. I'm going to share some tips, and guess what? We have a special guest, my friend, Mom Coach Deb Porter, who's going to be joining us and who's going to give us some additional tips. It's going to be amazing. So my home studio from the very beginning has always been somewhere in our vicinity, right? So from the very beginning of me doing live video, my studio was either in my bedroom in a 4x3 space. Just imagine how small that is. It literally was a corner of our bedroom. To now, what you see me here, which is the lower floor at our home. Okay. And this is where I go live. This is where I do TV interviews, podcast interviews, live video, YouTube videos, all the things that have to do with video. This is where I do it in my home. And I believe that you can create this same space with some of the tools that I'm going to share with you today. Number one, moms, the first thing that we have to do is ditch the guilt. Most of us are in the same boat, right? You feel like you're going live, but you should be doing the laundry. I'm doing a live video, creating content, but maybe I should be doing more with my kids. You have to ditch the guilt because what I learned very early on as a mompreneur is me showing up in this space, me building my business and doing the things like marketing my business on live video gives me the capabilities to do the things that I want to do for my children. Trips, take them out to dinner, buy them new shoes, a toy, whatever that may look like. Me doing this actually helps me to do the things that I really want to do with them. It frees me up. It really creates time freedom. So you have to ditch the guilt. And that was one of the things really that was a driving force in the early years of me doing live video. I wanted to simply be able to pay to take my kids to Chuck E. Cheese. Chuck E. Cheese was the thing back in the day, right? And my son in particular loved Chuck E. Cheese. And I just wanted to be able to pay the Chuck E. Cheese bill, be able to take him to Chuck E. Cheese and not worry about how this is going to grossly impact our family or our bottom line. Okay. So you have to ditch the guilt. and move on. Because I'm doing this, not because I'm avoiding responsibility. I don't want to spend time with my children. No, I'm doing this because it frees up more opportunities to do the things that I love to do with them. So ditch the guilt very early on. Number two, make it a family affair. I tried doing business solo and it didn't work. Let my pain be the reason why you not do this. So you have to include your family in what you are doing. So that means explaining to the kids what you're doing and why you're going live. Give them a task to be a part of it, make them a part of the experience. So here in our home studio, my son sometimes serves as the studio manager. So he'll turn on my lights, set up my computer, and those kinds of things. We even have him to the point now that he edits videos for us. My oldest daughter gives me ideas. And honestly, ever since they were toddlers, they would give me ideas on things that I can talk about on video or how they could come on and talk about particular topics. So make it a family affair. Don't exclude them from the process, but include them a part of the process because what you're doing is creating legacy anyway. And isn't that about family? Yes, it is. Number three, set a schedule. In our house, we have a rule. If it's not on the calendar, it's not real. Let me say that again. If it's not on the calendar, it's not real. So, one of the things that you want to do when it comes to doing live video is pick the time that works best for you. I know there's data and analytics that'll tell you when's the best time your audience engages with you, but I want to take off the stress and give you permission, mom, to pick a time that works for your family. So, at a certain season of life, 8 o'clock at night worked for our family because that was bedtime and everyone would be in the bed by that time. Doesn't work that so much in these days, right? Nap time or when your kids are at school. All of those things are great opportunities and ways to do live video. And when we're talking about setting a schedule, put it on a calendar. So whatever calendar that you like to use, whatever app that looks like, put it on the calendar so that way your kids, if they're old enough, can see it, but also your spouse can see it. And they can also help support you in maybe wrangling the children so that way you can go and do your live video. Number four, bribe your kid. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. Any other parent, let me know in the comments. Here for bribing kids? I know psychologists will probably disagree with me on this, but sometimes bribes are acceptable. So, what am I saying? I'm saying that you're getting ready to do a live video. I've done this. And you tell your kid, I'm going to be doing this video for 10 minutes. Maybe you even set a timer. If you don't interrupt me, I will give you this, right? So it's letting them know that there is a reward for their behavior. So I did that very early on. Remember, I told you about my son and him liking Chuck E. Cheese. So I told him, son, when you let me do live video and I'm able to teach the people, then I'm able to take you to Chuck E. Cheese. Funny story. What happened to that is one day I wasn't doing a video and he asked me, are you not doing a video today? And I said, no, I'm not. Why? Well, then how am I going to get to Chuck E. Cheese? He was basically telling me, get started. You need to do that video. So bribing or just rewards, let's rename it. Maybe you don't like bribing. Rewards are something that you really want to do. Okay. I love it. So now what we're going to do is my friend Deborah Porter is the ultimate mom coach. And I have used her when it comes to coaching my children. She's absolutely amazing. She has two more super ideas for you to put together a strategy and plan so you can show up at home on video. Let's take a listen.
A couple of tips when you're working at home with a toddler. One, have special toys that they only get access to when you're either on the phone or cannot be interrupted. Keeping those toys special makes them excited to play with them and generally will keep their attention for a certain amount of time. Two, have a mother's helper. Get someone, a young person in your neighborhood, at your house of worship that you know and trust, to come over and play with your child when you need to get work done. I'm Deborah Porter, the ultimate mom coach for home life balance. Follow me on Instagram at Mom Coach Deborah, and come to my website for some free resources, deborahporter.net.
Isn't Deb amazing? I told you she is absolutely amazing. Make sure you connect with Deb across all social media platforms, and also make sure to connect with her at her website, deborahporter.net. deborahporter.net. She's absolutely amazing, and I'm glad that she is one of my resources. And listen, I love Deb because she's a complete lifesaver. Okay. So, Mom, which one of these are you going to implement? Of all the strategy we talked about, bribing your kids more, hiring some help and support, setting a schedule, which one are these tips that we shared with you today are you going to use and implement? Let us know in the comments. Or do you have a strategy that you're using that's totally working and you want to share with us as well? We would love to hear it. Make sure you post that below as well. And as always, make sure you stay connected with me. You see that? Kid just walked right in. This is real life. Thank you. It's real life. Visibility is Power TV with your mom, friend, Rashonda Pratt, known in the digital streets as The Rose Show Live, video visibility coach and producer, helping you to be seen, heard, and paid because your visibility is power. Mom, I'm rooting for you. We're all in this together. Talk to you guys soon. Make sure to subscribe.